Lunch in the morning, lunch at night, lunch whenever you feel that it's right. There's no bad time for lunch.
Also, time isn't real.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Monday lunchtime, or whatever time you're listening, and a new play from the Youngblood Monday Lunch. My name is RJ. I'm here with Graham Gillis. Together we...
RJ, I think you're muted.
Yes. Huh?
No, I'm just fucking with you. You're not muted.
Son of a gun.
Buzzing! You bought it. You totally bought it.
Me.
You rube. You trusting chowderhead. You gullible guy.
This moment.
Oh, nailed him. Like
moment.
just like wow.
This moment of flagrant bullying has been brought to you by the supposedly
Me and the entire staff of the Ensemble Studio Theater got together and they were like, Graham, what are you going to do to RJ? And we were like,
Terrible.
we're going to wait until he says your name. And then we're going to say, RJ, you're muted. And it totally worked. It's like if you've never been on Zoom before. It's like you've never used the internet. Were you born yesterday?
Whenever anyone claims that Canadians are nice people, I want you to send them a link to this podcast and listen to this.
Oh man.
Self-satisfied chowderhead.
They are going to be
Chuckling away
talking
to
about
himself.
this one. Woo,
Anyway,
for generations.
hi everybody. Welcome to our new play podcast and prank show from Youngblood, the company of young playwrights at the Ensemble Studio Theater. We will eventually get it together to properly welcome you to this brand new play.
It was worth it, everybody. I'm sorry, but it was worth it, right? It was
here.
Come on.
Just moving on. I'm moving on like none of this ever happened, and I suggest that our listening public do the same. We are here bringing you a new play from the playwrights of Youngblood on a weekly basis. This is the third of what we are calling season 4. It's the third of a little clump of 4 podcasts that we're releasing all together, and they're all around a common theme. That theme is not casual social cruelty for the enjoyment of a select few. Graham is going to tell you what that theme really is.
These series of lunches are winter lunches, and I don't know about you, but we've talked a lot about winter. And the other day on the train, I lost my mitts. They were Canadian Olympic team mitts. They were pretty great. So I don't want to talk too much about winter. I'll say if you find those mitts, you can send them to the Ensemble Studio Theater. If you have an extra pair of Canadian Olympic mitts, please send them to me, Kara BST. I do want to talk a little bit about lunch itself, because I've been trying to think, what is the best lunch you've ever had? RJ, do you know the best lunch you've ever had?
I don't.
Best lunch I've ever had. I was on a dramaturgical panel, and I don't know if you've been on many dramaturgical panels, but when you're on them, like I am, they often give you a free lunch. And this lunch was the first time I ever had a Thanksgiving sandwich from Lenwich of Hell's Kitchen. The Lenwich, they have, I think it's a chain. You can get, they got turkey on there. They got cranberry sauce. They got dressing in there. It is just the greatest. It is the greatest lunch I've ever had. But I've also been thinking about the worst lunch I've ever had. RJ, do you know the worst lunch you've ever had?
I believe it was probably the lunch that you and I had together at the old Phoenicia Diner up in the Catskills.
Ooh, yeah. Talk about that. That was terrible.
I was miserable. They served Graham a side of corn that tasted like clams.
they also gave me a piece of apple pie that clearly they had just dug out of the freezer.
It's true. I should note that the current Phoenicia Diner under new ownership is one of the best restaurants I've ever been to. So check it out if you're ever in the Catskills.
I will say that even worse than that terrible clammy corn afternoon.
Gross.
Was I once had a slice of pizza. And I was starving. I'd been walking for a long time, and I was really hungry, really excited to have a piece of pizza. And I just went up and said, "Give me a slice." The guy handed it over. I didn't look what was under the cheese. I didn't. The lesson of this story is always look to see what's under the cheese, because under the cheese was just a mess of fish and egg. Which, if you like a fish egg pizza, Godspeed, but I do not, and I don't. What I'd like less than a fish egg pizza is a surprise fish egg pizza, and it really made me break up with pizza for a while.
What?
So, yeah, it was awful.
I'm flabbergasted.
Have you remembered the best lunch you've ever had?
No. I'm not even trying anymore. I'm stuck on fish egg pizza.
Yeah, no, it was just terrible. What I'm trying to say is, like, most lunches aren't going to be the Thanksgiving Lenwich. Most lunches aren't also going to be fish egg pizza. But you have to enjoy every lunch. As Warren Zevon once said, enjoy every sandwich. Enjoy your lunch. If you
enjoy your lunch and you want to make sure that lunches in the somewhat oblique and symbolic form of new plays keep coming at you, delivered directly into your eardrums, you can support our efforts in that regard at ensemblestudiotheater.org/lunchmoney. That's Ensemble Studio Theater with an R-E for added fanciness.org/lunchmoney. We would appreciate any help you want to give us, and we will never serve you a surprise fish egg pizza.
This is the Youngblood podcast. Hear a play and eat some lunch.
Before we start today's play, we want to acknowledge that the Ensemble Studio Theater and all of New York City are located on Lenape-Hoking. That is the unceded traditional territory of the Lenni Lenape people. We at EST want to acknowledge and pay respect to the Lenape and to all indigenous peoples that continue to live, work, create, and contribute here on Lenape-Hoking and across the continent.
The Ensemble Studio Theater also wants to acknowledge America's cultural legacy of exploited, underpaid, and forced labor, which has throughout our history fallen disproportionately on Black and African diasporic peoples, on Indigenous peoples, on people of color. We want to acknowledge the ongoing fight for fair wages and working conditions. It continues to this day, including in the field of theater. EST is engaged in a community-led re-examination of how we work together, how we create work together. We look forward to building towards a more equitable future.
And now we couldn't be prouder to present the Youngblood debut of Sam Mueller with a play called For the Impossibility of California.
It was this. Take it with a grain of salt, or a shot of tequila, or both.
Okay.
It's cold. Chicago is bitter for the first time. It's not crisp, it's bitter. The leaves are done falling, the branches are bare.
Fact.
I don't feel my phone buzz.
Or maybe you do.
I feel my phone buzz, but I'm too busy clutching my coffee cup for warmth. My gloves too worn to really protect my fingers.
Or
maybe I assume it's someone calling me because I'm past due on some payment.
There we go.
When I'm finally home and finally thawed and finally ready, I press play on the voicemail.
Hey, it's me. If you get another call from this number, pick up. It'll be me. I don't know if I can call again, though. I'll explain. Bye.
What did I do?
You replay the message.
Hey, it's me. If you get another call from this number, pick up. It'll be me. I don't know if I can call again, though. I'll explain. Bye.
I called the number back.
Hello, you've reached the village of Forest Park. Our offices are closed right now. Please call back Monday through Friday during normal business hours.
And I think to myself, besides cemeteries, the only other thing in Forest Park is jail. In a moment, I am 1 million places at once.
1 million voicemails at once.
Because I can't seem to ever fucking pick up the phone.
Hey, it's me. I know you're not a phone call person. I'll just text you. Hey, it's me. Just wanted to check in. You seemed a little anxious earlier. I didn't know if you wanted me to cook you dinner. I overslept on my way. I know this could just be a text. I know you're not a phone call person. Just wanted to text you. Matt, I'll bring you a little anxious earlier. I didn't know if you wanted me to cook you dinner. I overslept on my way. I know this could be a text. But I know you're not a phone call person. I didn't know if you wanted me to cook you dinner. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you.
Stop.
Hey, it's me. If you get another call from this number,
I
pick
said
up.
stop.
You know what happens next. You're not there, but you know. From a mix of insomnia nights, watching true crime, and your own imagination turning into nightmares, there are times when reality looks very different than on television, but of this you are certain. When one is arrested on federal charges, there is a rabbit hole to be pushed down. Away you go.
Pat down. Questions. Forms. Questions. Forms. Forms that crawl into every corner of your life. Name, address, medical conditions, employers. The brand of cereal you used to eat as a child. Your astrological sign. Age you lost to your virginity. You must answer them. You must cooperate. Cooperate with jail staff. Cooperate quietly. But also speak loudly and clearly. Write the numbers you need on your arm in Sharpie. Put your shit in the bag provided. Hurry up and wait. Watch TV. Do not talk loudly. Do not walk about. Ask to go to the bathroom, but don't need to go to the bathroom. Hurry up and wait. Congratulate yourself on finishing initial booking, but do not celebrate loudly or you will be placed in a secure holding cell. Congratulate yourself quietly until you are given a wristband. You are now this wristband. This wristband is your order. This wristband is your security. You are asked to leave this wristband on and intact until you are released. If you are released, hurry up and wait. You expect fingers covered in black sludge, but it's all electronic these days. Press fingers to pad, fingerprints won't read. Do it again and again and again until it works. Stand on the X, look forward, turn sideways. Cataloged in the system, numbered. Are your days numbered? Take the laces from your shoes, hand over your bag. An officer will joke.
Hope you didn't tamper with his bag. You know what will happen if you tamper with his bag.
You don't. You suspect it's not good. You suspect he could say you tampered with it when you did not tamper with it, and the outcome would be the same. And the outcome would not be great. He laughs. You're placed in a cell. You hurry up and wait. When you are arrested on federal charges, you do not show up in the system from the outside. You will slip into a cell, run the risk of dripping down a drainage grate, seeping in with the sewage, and disappearing.
After all that, I didn't pick up the phone.
True.
I remember a lot of coffee.
True.
A lot of picking up phone numbers, a lot of frantic searching until I got to a non-emergency operator who patched me through to...
Hi.
It was like he said it in all lowercase. He said,
How can I help?
like the last thing he wanted to do was help.
And you said?
I think you have my friend there.
We have a lot of people's friends here.
I'm new to this.
He didn't answer.
How do I come get him?
You don't.
Where does he go?
To Cook County, 26th and...
California. I've been.
I thought you said you were new to this.
It's a long story.
Well, 6 a.m., Cook County.
More coffee.
Lots more.
Secure a car to drive.
Bribe a friend of a friend.
I Google what time the parking lot opens.
You found a problem in the plan. So you called the Forest Park jail again.
And I was patched through to an incredibly unhelpful woman.
Why would he be going at 6 a.m.?
She said it like there were ellipses at the end. She said,
There are no hearings at 6 a.m.
Look, that's just what one of you said.
You don't want Cook County. Everyone's going to Maywood. Maywood is where you want, not Cook County.
What the fuck is going on? Can you get your shit together?
Is that what you said?
No. I said, I'll go to Maywood. Thanks. The horrible thing is that it's a beautiful day. Lakeshore Drive sunrises and white crests on Lake Michigan. No chunks of winter ice or gross piles of black slushy snow. Cold, but Chicago is charming.
The doors to Maywood are locked.
I call back.
Hello?
She's chipper. It's 8 a.m. and she's chipper.
Anyone there?
Hi, sorry, I'm standing outside of Maywood right now. The sign says it doesn't open until 11, but I need...
Boncourt? Oh, they all moved to Cook County. Hon, you there?
I'm here.
Look, as soon as your person gets to Cook County, we won't know their whereabouts. They're federal. We won't have access to them anymore. You'll have to call Cook County.
Okay.
Do you need the number?
This is the most helpful anyone's been so far.
Leave a message after the tone.
Hi.
You say,
I can't believe this.
no, you don't.
I can't believe I didn't stop you.
You didn't say that either. You said,
It's me. I'm hoping you're here, but if you're not here, I'll find you. I don't even know why I'm leaving you this message. You won't get it until after you see me. I don't. Either way, I'm here. I'm on the steps of the Cook County Courthouse. I love you. Before you wanted to curl into my ribcage, before the bottom lip was bloody from the pull of teeth, before the phone call I didn't pick up. Back when we were strangers, smoke and silence. It was cigarettes outside when the party got too crowded.
you're standing at the front steps of the Cook County Courthouse, but you're thinking about
Back porch steps 4 years prior. Halloween party, the first conversation there ever was.
You need a light?
What? Me? No, no. Hi. No.
Why'd you come out to the porch?
It's too warm in there, and the music is too loud.
Do you mind if I...
No. Go for it.
What are you most scared of?
The people I love leaving without warning. Leaving or being taken.
Wow. I meant like haunted houses or
Oh my god.
it being Halloween and all.
Okay. Yeah, kind of sunk the mood there, didn't I?
My mom left when I was little. Just up and left. She was supposed to go to the store. She went to California instead.
Shit.
So, I get that. The people you love leaving bit. I kind of sunk the mood there, didn't I?
I had to skip class today to go to the Cook County Courthouse.
Are you in trouble?
I went to watch the man who killed my cousin get sentenced. He was shot on the west side a few years back. They've been trying to find the guy who did it, and they did, and yeah, he got sentenced.
Wow. Shit. That's...
Heavy. Sorry. Oh my god.
No, you're fine. It feels nice sometimes to just spit out the heavy things.
Yeah. It does.
What was the decision?
50 years. Stateville Correctional.
Shit.
You know what's weird? It didn't make me feel any better. Just, I don't know. It's all so colossally fucked.
Clowns. Clowns and airplane turbulence are the things I'm most afraid of.
Okay. Walking over sewer grates. And taxidermy coming back to life.
Okay, those are good irrational fears.
And from there, it was trust.
Questions.
Brand
of cereal you used to eat as a child.
Your astrological sign.
Age you lost your virginity?
You mean age it was taken?
You don't have to answer me if you don't want to.
No, Dada, I trust you.
I trust you too.
Crawl into every corner of my life.
Crawl in?
Yeah, you heard me.
Every corner?
Every corner.
You are a whole world in a person.
A whole world.
You heard me.
Oh.
You're so full of fire.
I said, I'm afraid of fire.
Nope.
I said, I've never let myself burn.
Nope.
I said, if we're being honest, I said,
we've long since handed each other matches.
So much trust.
Given. You had the choice. You still have a choice.
It never felt like a choice. I'm a person whose heart controls the body. Impossible for me to be anywhere other than where my heartbeat is needed.
So, there you are. Painfully alone. Opening the door to the courthouse.
Hi, I'm standing in the lobby, but it seems like no one is here.
We don't start seeing visitors until 1 p.m.
Visitors?
Inmates.
I was told it would happen this morning.
You were told wrong. Visitors arrive in the morning, but there's a whole
process. Sure. So when?
At 11. You can call this number back and you can see if we're seeing your visitor in bond court today.
Could someone be here and not be seen today?
Absolutely. It's a weekend, shorter hours. But if they're not being seen, you have to come back Monday.
Oh, and where do visitors spend the weekend?
In jail?
Oh, you say that so cavalierly, like it's a room at the Hyatt, continental breakfast, ice machine at the end of the fucking hall.
That's not what you said.
Thank you.
No problem.
And then...
Look, I'm not supposed to do this. If they aren't on the list to be seen, I can tell you where they're staying the night. I'll give you my direct line.
I drive to a coffee shop that has since closed. I order an omelet the size of my head. It wears on me here. The lack of sleep, the pressure. There's only so much caffeine can do when you've been awake this long. I'm delirious. Things replay in my head. The first time I went to your childhood home, you showed me the hole you kicked in the wall from when your mother left. I said, it's okay. You said,
it is now.
I found the photos of you from middle school, tall and scrawny and a button down. You said...
You weren't supposed to see that, ever.
You look like you're a Mormon in training. No, I said, you look like a used car salesman. No, I can't remember what I said, but you said...
That's back when I thought I was going to grow up and be a preacher.
I asked, do you believe in God? You said...
Think so.
On one of those nights I went to your apartment, I saw it. White powder in Ziploc bags and hollowed out books. I remember thinking, it's just like the movies. You offered, I declined. You danced around your living room until I laughed. You were all beautiful phrases and endless possibility and smooth limbs through space. So much when and no mention of if. I kissed you. It had been slow until it wasn't. It had been slow until right then. Right then, it was loud. It was metal fork in an electrical outlet. It tasted like iron.
It makes sense.
I know.
How it all came together, it makes sense.
I remember bluntly asking for the first time.
I'm just trying to understand the scope, I think.
Wholesale or street price?
Both.
Okay, well, ballpark it at 60 an eighth, 100 a quarter, 40 a half, 400 an ounce, give or take.
And a dealer makes?
That really depends. Wholesale is like $2.50 an ounce if you buy like 5 ounces.
Holy shit, that is so much profit.
Oh, hell yeah. Especially selling eighths.
And what about for other drugs? What do the dealers make?
A killing, most times. But sometimes it's hard to come by, depending on if they're cracking down. Sometimes even wholesale is expensive, but when wholesale is expensive, you don't want to be dealing, unless you really trust your connections.
So if a major city like Chicago is dried up, there's a reason you shouldn't go chasing down weird channels just for Somali.
Unless you think the cost of things is worth it. It goes fast, though.
Oh, what do you mean?
Tuition for full-time students in degree programs.
$50,442.
Room and board.
$15,489.
Yeah, and that doesn't even count breakfast. Fees?
$431, roughly. Loan fees, health fees, athletic fees, associated student government fees.
Expenses.
$4,152. Books, supplies, personal expenses.
Total cost.
Okay, ballpark it at $70,496 per year for 4 years. $281,984. If the cost stays the same.
Which it won't.
Yeah.
Like I said, it goes fast.
Is it worth it?
A lot of things are blurry, but of this I am sure. I return early for bond court. My compass heart points me right to the courtroom. It is crowded but quiet. Squeaky pews like we were about to hear the word of God. A man atop a mountain of high school diplomas and GEDs, alimony, child support paperwork, certificates of death, a regal throne of broken dreams, cloaked in black, a face blurred by time or the tears I was failing at blinking away. Magistrate, justice of the peace. Barely looked at his face. I just kept looking towards the swinging door, expecting broad shoulders and a khaki jumpsuit with an affinity for bands we listened to in middle school and a heart of damn gold and a side job selling high doses of happiness.
Someone brushes past you in a uniform.
Excuse me.
She didn't blink.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Her eyes mocked.
Are you going to say anything? I'm looking for a needle in a haystack, I said. No, they didn't. I said, I need someone. I said, I need someone. I need someone to tell me what to do.
What you said was...
Excuse me, I'm looking for someone. I've been sitting here for a while. I give her the name.
Already seen.
Are you kidding me?
Release scheduled for 5 p.m. with the I-bonds.
What the hell is an I-bond?
You have Google. Look it up.
It pours out of me all at once. It is not pretty. It is not poetic. It leaks from my nose. It falls from my fingertips. It is ugly. In that moment, I am ugly. I am composure thrown by the wayside. I am animal. I am wounded. I am alone. Thoughts run out of my guts in search of absolution. All of the things we have yet to do. Flood my lungs. Block the oxygen from making its way to my brain. I am heaving up my dreams. I am speaking to them. I say, I want to steal apples at the Drake with you. I've never been inside the Drake, but I've heard they leave apples out for decoration. But I know that means they leave apples out for us to steal and eat. I want to break apples with you instead of bread. I want to run through the wild with you like that time we took my car and drove up the coast of Lake Michigan together. I want to find a level spot and call it campground. Listen to the wind sing through leaves with you. Trace the veins down your arms and say you have rivers under your skin and oceans in your eyes. I find it awfully ironic that the person who holds me when it all falls apart is the one person I am looking for.
Take a deep breath.
The last time we saw each other before I did not pick up that phone call before the fall down this rabbit hole, I remember it like this. You were drunk. I am buzzed off mint hookah. I stand in the threshold of the room. I watch your silhouette leaned over the dresser. I do not see it, but I know it's there, making its way into your brain. I don't mind. I don't worry. I mistake your reckless for sexy.
I want to talk to you before you leave.
I see the high, straight through the irises, suspended in chaos, blissfully, and I close the door behind me. I sit at the edge of the bed.
You mean more to me than anyone I've ever met.
Okay.
You get me more immediately than anyone I've ever known.
Okay.
I don't know how we found each other.
And I swallow the poison down, thick and sweet. Makes me feel like I've inhaled something too.
And one day, we will live in a cabin near the water in Northern California with a dog and good wine and no snow ever. And we'll be happy all the time.
And you believe it?
Is that foolish?
No. Because you are young enough to believe happiness can be an extended feeling suspended indefinitely in someone's skin like tattoo ink.
I feel hands cradling my cheeks.
I can't kiss you anymore. I don't want to break you.
I don't think you...
I would break us if there weren't us. I would break us. I would break it.
And for whatever reason, maybe the impossibility of California, there is a kiss anyways. And it feels happy, but happiness is a chemical. Euphoria is a chemical. Empathy is a chemical. Closeness is a chemical. Trust is a chemical. And I keep thinking, what of this is real? What of this was something synthetic? I wonder if I love you, or if I love you on drugs, or if you on drugs is just uninhibited you. If maybe I love the realest version of you possible, or just the opposite. I don't know who I'm in love with.
And then the courthouse doors open.
A flood of male felonies released on I-bonds came forth from the doors, and you found me. You were covered in Sharpie, broad shoulders, arms bare in the tank top you were wearing when there was a knock on your door, hair a goddamn mess, and you looked beautiful. And it is fucked up that I thought so, but you were. And you looked at me.
You're here?
Like there would be some reason I wouldn't be. Like you doubted you were worth the maze of phone calls and hoop jumping. Of course I am here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
It is. It's okay.
You've been listening to a new play, For the Impossibility of California, by Sam Mueller, directed by Michael Herwitz, with sound design by Alex Knezevic. Original music composed by Julia Baelin, and featuring AJ Klaus as Looking, Lynnette R. Freeman as Limbo, and Zeke St. as Lost.
The staff of the Ensemble Studio Theater is Artistic Director William Carden, Executive Director Susan Vitucci, Associate Artistic Director, Director of the ESD Sloan Project, Co-Director of ESD Youngblood, and lover of Fish Egg Pizza, Graham Gillis.
Remember that time I told you were muted and you believed me?
Weird. It's weird. I do remember that. I remember it like it was mere minutes ago. Director of Play Development, Associate Director of the ESD Sloan Project, Lindsay Furman, Co-Director of Youngblood, RJ Tolan. That's me. Production Manager, Jack Plow. Brand Marketing Manager, Harrison Densmore. Communications and Audience Services Manager, Samantha Sembler. Company Administrator, Mariel Sanchez. Development Associate, Joey Nasta. Facilities Manager, Jose Sanchez. And Acting General Manager, Nick Ward. The Youngblood Monday Lunch theme song was written and performed by Jake Brash and Nadia Leonhard Hooper, and the podcast sound engineer was Caroline Eng. Thank you so very much for being with us to listen to this new play. We will have another one for you next week, so tune in then. Tell everybody thanks, Graham. Tell everybody thanks, Graham. Graham, why aren't you telling every... it's because you're... I'm sorry. Graham is having some kind of... Graham is having some kind of audio difficulty. I'm sure he has a lot to say about this. And it's really too bad that you can't hear what he's saying.
RJ Tolan, I will get you.
Be well, everybody.